Salam dear students, today we are going to discuss H.G. Wells's The Time Machine. Please subscribe, share and like the video. The Time Machine by H.G. Wells is a groundbreaking work of science fiction published in 1895. In this novella, Wells not only introduces the concept of time travel to literature, but also uses it to explore themes of class division, evolution, and the human condition. Here is a detailed summary and analysis of the story's key elements. Summary: the story begins with a group of men gathered at the home of the protagonist, known only as the time traveler. He explains that he has invented a machine that can travel through time. His guests are skeptical, but he demonstrates a small version of the machine, which vanishes in front of their eyes. He later reveals he plans to travel in time himself, and a week later, he reappears, looking disheveled and exhausted. He then recounts his journey into the future. The time traveler describes his journey through time, witnessing the rapid passage of days, seasons, and centuries. Eventually, he arrives in the distant year 802,701 AD. Here, he encounters a strange world populated by the Eloi, a small, delicate, and peaceful race who live a carefree life with little ambition or curiosity. However, he quickly realizes that the Eloi are not as idyllic as they first appear. They lack intelligence, seem frightened by the dark, and are content in a state of childlike simplicity. While exploring further, he discovers the Morlocks, an underground-dwelling race who operate machines and maintain the Eloi's world. Unlike the Eloi, the Morlocks are brutish, nocturnal creatures who seem to fear the light. The time traveler realizes a disturbing truth: the Morlocks raise the Eloi as livestock and eat them. This shocking revelation leads him to conclude that humanity has evolved into two separate species: the upper-class Eloi, who have grown weak from dependence and luxury, and the working-class Morlocks, who have become aggressive and predatory. In a climactic moment, the time traveler narrowly escapes an attack by the Morlocks, using his time machine to travel further into the future. He witnesses Earth's final moments, observing a desolate landscape and strange, dying creatures under a dim, red sun, symbolizing the inevitable end of all things. This experience profoundly affects him, and he finally returns to his own time. Analysis. 1. Social commentary on class division. The novel serves as a critique of the class system in 19th century Britain. Wells uses the Eloi and the Morlocks to symbolize the extreme consequences of class separation. The Eloi represent the aristocracy, which has become decadent and weak due to a life of privilege and ease. The Morlocks symbolize the working class, forced to labor in harsh conditions underground. Wells suggests that a society with rigid class structures will eventually divide and decay, as each group loses its humanity in different ways. 2. Evolutionary theory and devolution. Wells was influenced by Charles Darwin's theories of evolution, and he uses the future society as a way to explore how humans might evolve over long periods. However, rather than progressing to a higher state, humanity has devolved due to environmental and social conditions. This idea of devolution was radical at the time, questioning the Victorian belief in constant progress and human superiority. 3. Fear of industrialization. The Morlocks are closely associated with machinery and the dark, indicating Wells's apprehension about the industrial era and its impact on human lives. The machine-driven lifestyle of the Morlocks, who are monstrous yet depend on machines, reflects the potential dehumanization of the working class in an industrialized society. Wells warns of a future where humans become slaves to technology and lose their individuality. 4. The nature of time and futility. By presenting time as a landscape that can be traversed, Wells invites readers to consider the nature of time and the inevitability of decay. The time traveler's journey ultimately reveals that no matter how far humanity advances, everything must come to an end. Wells's vision of Earth's desolate future under a dying sun suggests a pessimistic view of human achievements, as even the grandest civilizations will eventually be forgotten. 5. The role of the scientist as an explorer. The time traveler is a classic example of the 19th century scientist hero, driven by curiosity and a desire for discovery. His journey, however, ends in disillusionment, as he finds that the future holds grim consequences for humanity. This reflects Wells's skepticism of blind scientific progress without moral or ethical considerations. The time traveler's final, unknown fate leaves readers questioning whether the pursuit of knowledge is worth the cost if it leads to such bleak revelations. Conclusion: The Time Machine is a profound exploration of humanity's trajectory, using science fiction to comment on issues of class, evolution, and technological progress. Through a dystopian lens, H.G. Wells warns that without compassion and ethical responsibility, society may evolve toward a state where people are divided, dehumanized, and ultimately doomed to extinction. Thanks for watching.